So, 5-star reads. It's March, and I have yet to have a 5-star read this year. But that's not really what this video is about. I'll do probably another video on finding a 5-star. Instead, I have a series of books in front of me that I think will be 5-star reads, and I hope they all are. So let's jump in and talk about them. The first one is one that honestly should come as no surprise. I've been talking about it recently, mostly because I read the other 2 books in the trilogy in February, and I thoroughly enjoyed them. And each one got a higher rating. So the first one got a 4-star, the next one got a 4.5 star. So logically, the third one should get a 5-star, right? That's how it works. Well, that's Mirrored Heavens by Rebecca Roanhorse. This is the third book of the, Between Earth and Sky trilogy. This is my Broken Binding edition. Basically, this is a story that follows a world where religion and magic are starting to clash, and the gods are starting to try and figure out how they can use the humans in order to make their wishes come true, if you will. So this is a book I don't like to give big summaries of because there's a lot of moving pieces. The first book is Black Sun, and it follows 3 main characters. We have Serapio, who as a child was told he had a huge destiny that he has no way of getting away from, and so he embraced it, and that is who he is as an adult. We have Xialia, who is a ship's captain who is hired to transport Serapio from his home island to the main island. And on the main island, we follow the point of view of Narampa, who is the sun priest there, and she basically runs all of the religion on the island. And these 3 people clash in the most interesting of ways. And that's all I'm going to say about the summary. This is the 3rd and final book in the series. It is the chunkiest boy. It is over 500 pages. And I'm so excited to finish it. I am halfway through right now, which is why I feel like I can say I think this might be a 5-star. If not, it's going to be very close. So hopefully it is, but we'll see. All right, so this second book, I don't have a physical copy of it, so I'm going to hold up the first book in the series. The first book is A Tempest of Tea by Hafsa Faisal. The second book is A Steeping of Blood by the same author. I'm not going to get too much into the details of why that's the title, but this follows Arthi, who is a criminal mastermind and runs a tea shop that during the day serves tea, and at night it serves a bit of a darker clientele, namely vampires. So highly recommend. Really enjoyed the first one. I believe this first one got a 5-star, so I'm really hoping that the second one also gets a 5-star. Sorry if the camera angle or I changed. My camera battery died. Okay, we're gonna jump into the pile that's right in front of me. So the next book that I'm really hoping is gonna be a 5-star is one that I actually purchased at the last book convention / event that I went to. And that is The Shabti by Megara C. Lorenz, and this is a book that I picked up from the author directly, and the main reason for that is that it's ghosts, it's a mystery, and it's ancient Egypt. And I'm just like, all right, I'm intrigued. So I'm just gonna read the description to you here. Can you flim-flam a ghost? Like right there. What? Do tell more. It's 1934. Former medium Dashiell Quick travels the country debunking spiritualism and false mediums while struggling to stay ahead of his ex-business partner and lover who wants him back at any cost. During a demonstration at a college campus Dashiell meets Herman Goschalk. I'm not sure how to say that, I'm sorry. An Egyptologist who's convinced that he has a genuine haunted artifact on his hands. Certain there is a rational explanation for whatever is going on with Herman's relics, Dashiell would rather skip town, but soon finds himself falling for Herman. He agrees to take a look after all and learns that something is haunting Herman's office indeed. Faced with a real ghost, Dashiell is terrified, but when the haunting takes a dangerous turn, he must use the tools of the shady trade he left behind to communicate with this otherworldly spirit before his past closes in. I don't know, but that one just, it's so intriguing. I love that it's a haunted artifact. I love haunted artifacts in general as like concept, and I think this is gonna be so much fun, and I'm hoping it'll just be a 5-star. So yes, this one made the list. And I also want more people to look at it because that's a really cool cover too. Look at that. Also right in front of me, I have Love at First Sighting by Mallory Merlot. Main reason this one I expect to be a 5-star is because the last book I read by Mallory Merlot, Love and Other Conspiracies, I believe was a 4-star, and I thoroughly believe that she will hit one of these out of the park and that I will absolutely love it. This is a romance between a social media influencer and a agent in the private intelligence sector. And it's all about aliens and UFOs and romance. And I really enjoyed the first book that I read by her, so I'm hoping that this one will be amazing as well. And then the only other romance that I have on this list right now, I was picky. I was very picky, and I'm in a mood, so I don't think anything's gonna be good right now, which is really unfortunate. But the next book that I have on the list is Finding Mr. Right by Kelly Armstrong. This just sounds like so much fun. Essentially, this follows an author who poses as a male author in order to get more sales on her book, but when it becomes really popular, she has to find a guy to pretend to be her and be that guy that wrote the book in order to keep her sales up. And she ends up finding this guy who is basically a washed out actor looking for work, and they kind of start falling for each other, which they're not allowed to do. So I think this just sounds like chaos waiting to happen, and I'm here for it because I think it'll have a lot to say also about the female voice writing in specific genres, and I think it'll be interesting to see how this is approached. So I'm very excited about this one. I think it'll be a lot of fun. All right, we're gonna jump right back into fantasy because the rest of them are the fantasy books. In more fantasy books. Anyways, so the next one I'm gonna bring up is Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. This is a very old, kind of beat up, waterlogged edition of this book that I'm will maybe try. I don't think I'm gonna be able to read this one. It's a little bit damaged, but I have not read Robin Hobb. I know it's a crime. I'm ashamed, but look how cool. I love these older covers. I think these are a lot of fun. I'm not the biggest fan of reading mass market paperbacks, so I don't think I'm going to read this one specifically. I might, we'll see. But this is a story that most people do know online, but this is the story of young Fitz, who is the bastard son of the noble prince, and he is raised in the shadow of the royal court, basically as nothing, as he's basically ignored until the king asks for him to be trained as an assassin, as the royal assassin, and that is where the book starts. So Fitz is thrown into becoming an assassin, and it's all about that. So I'm intrigued. I do want to read this. I want to read Robin Hobb so bad. I really do. I just haven't. There's no other way to put it. Along with Robin Hobb, another big name in fantasy that I have not read is Brandon Sanderson. Specifically, I do think Mistborn is going to be a great one, mostly because I have been told by many people, that I will thoroughly enjoy this book. Do I know what it's about? No, not really, and I kind of am going to go into it not knowing what it's about, but I think I'm going to love this very, very floppy book that does not want to stay upright. But I do think that I am going to absolutely love this. I hope I do. I do also have The Way of Kings. I also have Tress of the Emerald Sea, and The Frugal Wizard's Guide to Surviving Medieval England as well. So I am hoping that I love Brandon Sanderson's books. I just need to read them. That's about it. That's where we're at. Next book on the list is another one that has been very popular lately, and I hear for very good reason, and that is One Dark Window by Rachel Gillick. All I know about this one is it is tarot magic, and that sounds fascinating, and she has the card of death. The death card. The card of death. Death card. I think it's just the death card. That's what I know. I know it's a duology. I know people love the first one and the second one, and I'm very excited, and I want to read it, and I really love this cover. I like going into some of my books blind, so that works out pretty nicely. I think I'm gonna really, really like this one. I really, really do. I got 2.5 left. The next one is a release that came out last year, 2 years ago. And that's gonna be When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. I know this one, like, people either love it or hate it. I think I'm really gonna like it. I really do, and mostly it's because I have read part of this book and I really enjoyed what I read, but as a library book, so I had to take it back. And I never got it back because this had a very long wait list for it at my library, the library I work at. So, I'm really excited. I love this cover. I know the second book was just announced. It's going to be coming out this year, so I do want to get this one read hopefully within the next couple months. All I remember is assassin, and then bad things happen, and she's thrown in prison, and she is found in prison. That is as far as I got in this book. So that's what I remember. That's what I'm excited for. And I cannot wait to get back into it and read the rest of it. Because I hear there's dragons. Like, that there's a dragon. And I don't remember. I really don't remember there being dragons when I read it. So I'm excited to see what happens. I really am. So this one definitely made the list. And then we have The Raven Scholar, which you cannot see. So this is a reflective cover by Antonia Hodgson. The reason I think I'm going to like this is because I'm not entirely positive what it's about, but I know it's secret society-esque, and I find those fascinating. So I think this is going to be fun. I have no idea. I've heard mixed reviews about it, but I've heard that it's enthralling. I've heard it's epic. I've heard it's very fast moving. I heard it's very intelligent. It's very thought-provoking. I've heard very, very good things. So my hopes for this over 640 page book, my hope is it's gonna be real good. So it's also very big and very floppy as well. So yes, my hopes are high for this one. That was 10 books, and that's where I planned on leaving this video. However, I have an honorable mention. And this comes with a little bit of background, which a lot of people already know a lot of this stuff. But the book I want to do honorable mention is Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss. I have this book. I have had this book for years. Like, we've had this, we have two copies of this mass market paperback book. We do not have a larger copy of this. We have, I think, 5 copies of Name of the Wind, because it is John's favorite book, and I absolutely loved the first one. I am refusing to read this one, though. I'm refusing to read this one until the third one. And I'm really worried it's not going to come out. So, I know a lot has been going on. I know things happen. I know plot holes happen, but Patrick Rothfuss, we need the third book. Because once that one is confirmed to actually be coming out, I will reread the first one, I will read the second one, and I will read the third one. And I will be very happy about it, and I will be very excited, and I think they're all going to be 5 stars, because I loved Name of the Wind. But I need the third one, because I don't want to read the second one if the third one's not going to be out for another 10 years. I said it out loud. There you go. So, can we have the third one, please? Can we have The Doors of Stone? Please. Thank you. Love you. But that's what I got. And so, this is my pile of books I am anticipating to be 5-star reads on my shelves. Well, minus this one. I think this next one is going to. There are other books that I do believe are going to be 5 stars for me. Like, for instance, I do believe there's going to be more 5 stars within the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, because I absolutely adored that one. I really, really am enjoying that series. I think there's going to be more 5 stars in other series that haven't, like, finished yet. I do think there will be. There are going to be a lot of books with 5 stars. There are books on these shelves that will be 5 stars, and I know that. I was just being picky. These are some of the top ones on my list, and I tried to be not just fantasy. So I hope that this made sense. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you've read any of these, let me know where to start. I want to do a vlog this month, honestly, where I go through and I read until I find a 5-star, because I have not yet had a 5-star in 2026. And if there's anything this cluster F of a year, this absolute insane, crazy, terrifying year needs, it needs 5-star reads. So if there's any of these or any others you think I should read that you think I will give a 5-star to, please tell me, and I will happily look at them. So that's what I got for you guys here today. I'm exhausted, can you tell? It's the state of the world. It's great right now. So until next time, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, keep reading, and keep moving forward.